Well, good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today we're drinking a beer from a brewery that, when I was younger, had a staff member that I had the biggest crush on ever. I was married at the time to my first wife. Still won't lie, biggest crush on ever. Other than my current wife, because I've been in love with her since high school. This was the second girl that was like, ooh. And this brewery, she doesn't work there anymore, but this brewery was Cameron's Brewing Company. This is Jungle of Love Volume 2, which is a pink guava and orange sour at 4.8% alcohol by volume. So this is a fruited sour. You notice that it didn't blow up like the last fruited sour I bought. 12 IBU. It contains barley, wheat, and oats. Okay, let's try and read this. Jungle of Love Volume 2 is a juicy and tart, bursting with tropical pink guava and orange. Hand-picked and fermented in unison. What do you mean by that? This fruit arrangement is reminiscent of the love we have for jungle adventures or beach and... Okay, I know some of the people that worked there. I know some of the people that were in charge of this brewery. I didn't know any of them were involved in jungle adventures. Not one of them ever said to me in any of the times we hung out. And I hung out with Bill and them several times. No one said, you know what I really like doing? Jungle adventures. Every conversation we ever had never went to jungle adventures. Never. It is... Hot sun, waves crashing, and the commotion of wild animals. That's why they liked me, because I was a wild animal and I made a commotion. Hot sun? Not for me. This handcrafted fruit sour speaks of layered citrus complexity. Enjoy your new tropical getaway. Hops, German Magnum hops. Ooh, I do like the can art. I really do. Let's just quickly do this. I'm doing everything quickly right now because I do have to go somewhere in the next 20 minutes. And I want to get 2 reviews done before I go. 6 of my friends have had this. 3.93 out of 5 overall. 1,000 people have tapped this in. 3.72 out of 5 overall. Let's see. DC, Dahue, Ken C, Patrick S, and Jason K. Jason K gave this a 5 out of 5. And we have also Anthony F gave it a 3.75. Patrick was a 3.8, so he pays for the high-ended version of this. I don't. I use this solely to keep track of things, so I don't need to pay to be a supporter and be able to go. Letting the gas escape. Okay. So, before we pour, pink guava and orange. I'm going to expect a golden color, but a hazy golden. When I said hazy, I didn't think it was going to be so thick that it looked like mango juice, but kind of the color I was thinking of. Bright off... It's not even bright white. It's bright off-white head. And I don't know why I'm even saying bright. Maybe because of the fucking giant LED lights that are shining in my eyeballs behind the camera. Because I have a backlit from me and backlit from the camera setup going on right now. But yeah, that is hazy crazy, beautiful golden color. This beer was sent to me by the one and only Brian. Thank you very much, Brian. It looks good. It really does. It really looks good. Okay. Lots of head. Let's sniff her from the can first. Oh my God. That smells amazing. So, very first 2 10 out of 10 beers I ever gave was Innocent Gun Original and I still love that beer to this day. I do admit that it has gone up and down in quality, but I still love that beer to this day. And also Flying Monkey's Orange Mungus, which was basically orange juice in a glass. It even had pulp in it. It was 4% alcohol. This smells just like Orange Mungus. Like, it smells like orange juice, but it does have that slightly sour guava scent to it. Oh, it smells good. Out of the glass, I was going to say I don't get anything, but I get the guava more than anything. But it's very minute, but there is a lot of thick head in this glass. I like thick head if you get more. Cheers. Let's try it. Okay. So, in my time trying to refine my palate, I have bought and drank things, bought and eaten things that I normally didn't taste other than in flavorings. Guava is one of those fruits where for a long time I didn't know what actual guava tasted like. I knew what guava flavored things tasted like because, you know, I'd had the Doritos guava, pink guava pop and stuff like that. There was a lot of guava pops out there. A lot of times I would have guava flavored candy or anything like that. So I had an idea what guava was supposed to be, but I had never had a fresh guava. And then I bought a guava, realized that it was a little harder to work with than I thought it would be. But I did. I worked with it. I had it. It was great. I really enjoyed it. And now to try this beer, I'm in the same place. I really do enjoy it. It is very good. The guava flavor pops on this. You get a sweet orange flavor. Then you get the more tart, more poppy guava flavor, which mixes with the souring of the beer itself to make a very sour back end. However, not overpoweringly sour. It doesn't make your face pucker, but it's there. It's more than tart. It has gone into the sour, but it hasn't gone into the range of sour. Yeah. It's orange juice. It's orange juice with some guava juice added. And the sourness just picked up a little bit. Tiniest bit of breadiness on the back of the palate. Very Moorish beer though, because the sour does not last. It's to the point where the sour helps clear your palate and then the breadiness clears the sour off and you're ready for another drink of this. But this is a great fucking beer. I can see why somebody gave it a 5 out of 5. I don't think I'm at that point. I don't think I would say 5 out of 5 for myself personally. But Jungle of Love Volume 2 is a fucking top tier beer. And it's been a long time since I've visited Cameron's. Used to love, anytime we drove through Oakville, if it was me and Boy Chuck or it was me and anybody that was going through Oakville, we'd always stop by, say hi to Bill if he was there, say hi to Jay if he was there. You know, like it was when Kyle worked there, we'd say hi to Kyle. Brewery that I loved stopping at, even though, you know, Bill was more a businessman than anything else. You could tell that he was more business oriented than love of the craft oriented, though the rest of his staff embraced the craft. Bill liked he seemed to like the community, but he was more like Ken from Black Oaks in that he was a businessman. It wasn't that he didn't care about it, but you know, he was business oriented, and sometimes that works, especially if you surround yourself with a team that loves the camaraderie and loves the culture of it. So it was always great to stop because Bill was always a great guy. Everybody there was always great, and I mean, if you haven't stopped into Cameron's, I mean, unless they've changed a lot when you get there, it's just a tiny little room you can walk into, but the entire team was great. They even had a great musician that worked for them, and his band was amazing. Loved his music as well. I don't know if he's still there or not, but great place to go and stop. So I believe I even brought Guy into this brewery. Nick was brought into this. A lot of people were brought into this brewery to say hi, and it was an easy brewery to make friends with the workers at because they were all great people. It was an amazing team. That being said, great beer, top tier beer. Long time since I've had a top tier beer from them. Not because they haven't made them, but because I haven't had all their beers that have come out. For me, this is probably sitting around the same spot as I would say like Obsidian and all that. Beers I loved. This is getting... That's getting a 9.5 out of 10. Fucking solid beer. Jungle of Love, Volume 2. Kind of wish me and that staff member had been single at the same time. No, Bye, guys.